Welcome back to Focus Magazine. Today we'll dive into the world of social media. We live in a digital age that has profoundly changed human social life. Lou and Theona show us how social media impact human relationship and the consequences this can have on users' mental health.
In today's digitally interconnected world, social networks have fundamentally transformed the way we communicate and interact with one another. From Facebook to Instagram, Twitter to TikTok, these platforms promise instant connections with others and unprecedented access to a global community. However, beneath the glossy surface of likes, shares, and followers lies a more complex reality.
The problem is that in the last years, the social is missing in social media. Means that people are more and more used to consume information or entertainment on social media. But the lack of interchange is coming. Means we are scrolling through our TikTok feeds, we are scrolling through our Instagram feeds, we are striving for likes and comments if you do content, but the quality of communication is being lost.
While we may accumulate hundreds or even thousands of friends or followers, the depth of these connections often pales in comparison to face-to-face interactions. The fear of missing out further exacerbates feelings of loneliness. Yet paradoxically, this constant connectivity can leave us feeling more disconnected than ever as we struggle to find genuine connection among the digital noise. Social networks lie about their ability to create links, communities, and bring people together because scrolling through feeds filled with picture-perfect lives, parties, and trips can leave us feeling inadequate and isolated.
If you really have empathy, then it's also possible in social media that people are not losing themselves in loneliness.
As we've seen, it's not easy to communicate through a screen. Nevertheless, it remains an incredible way to meet people, sometimes for love. Rita and Anna explore a fascinating journey through the impact of dating apps on human relationships and emotional intelligence. In this brief meeting, they will reveal whether the digital tools are enriching our emotional ties or if they are eroding the very essence of our emotional connection. Join us on this journey of discovery.
Do you think love is possible in today's world with dating apps? Whether you're looking for love, a fun date, or just new friends, dating apps actually change how we connect. In today's video, we'll explore the highs and lows of online dating, uncover some surprising trends, and share tips on making meaningful connections. From swiping right to finding the perfect match, dating apps have changed our social lives. But how do we navigate this digital landscape with emotional intelligence? To help us understand, we'll hear from Kulut, an expert in emotional intelligence.
There is a screen between you and another person, right? So a part of you can be yourself. You can ask the questions that you might not be able to ask when you initially meet someone because you're essentially wanting to make an impression when you're meeting somebody for the first time. But when you're on a dating app or when you're using an online medium to get to know somebody, then you can lay things out very clearly and you can say what it is that you're looking for, what it is that you want versus what you don't want.
Even with all these good things listed, dating apps also have their drawbacks. While swiping can be fun, it often leads to superficial connections and a sense of overwhelmed for endless choices. Many users report feeling burnout from constant messaging that doesn't lead to meaningful interactions. There's also the issues of ghosting, where conversations abruptly end without explanation, leaving people feeling rejected and confused. Privacy concerns are another major drawback. Sharing personal information with strangers online can be risky, and not everyone has good intentions. Despite these challenges, there are success stories. Genuine connections can and do happen. Meet Yulia and Mariam, two amazing women who found each other on their Bumble. Despite the odds, they've built a strong and loving relationship. Their story reminds us that, even with its flaws, online dating can lead to real and lasting love.
I think it's good to use dating apps because you can get to know people that you wouldn't get to know on a daily basis. But also it's like so easy to just swipe away and swipe around and not be like really into it and want to get to know the people. So I think it's important to really think about it while you're swiping.
I think it depends on how authentically you use it. In general, I would try to be as authentic as possible. And I think if you go in it with being authentic, you will have a good experience. If you don't do it, you might don't have a good experience.
Love is like a digital dance where sparks fly with every swipe. Dating apps, despite their quirks, are the ultimate matchmakers in the digital playground. So let's keep swiping, smiling, and spreading love.
I think the most important thing is to be authentic, be yourself, and you'll find a person that will match you.
Also, like, keep on swiping, like really put in effort and don't just swipe away because, I don't know, something little don't match you. Like, really invest your time in it.
Social networks require you to put yourself forward, and that's not always easy for everyone, especially when a professional career is at stake. The music industry changed a lot during the last 10 years due to social media. It is easier than ever to present yourself and your music on the internet, but this can be very intense and prevent you from improving your music in the first place. So Chris and Laura tell us what are the positive and negative sides of social media for musicians.
Becoming a successful musician is a goal for many people. Social media can be a powerful tool in pursuing that goal, but it also can be stressful. We met up with a Viennese musician to talk with him about his perspective.
My name is Chris. I produce music for my band, which is called Ende.
The band is just starting out, and it's vital for them to reach new fans. So we asked him for his opinion on social media.
I really don't like it, to be honest. I'm not good with I don't have the best social media skills, and I'm so bad at things like Photoshop or things like that. You have to plan everything, like when is the right time to post it, is the content good enough. I mean, the algorithm, they love faces, and we don't show our faces that much. We don't like that. And I can't see myself standing on the street and doing a TikTok just to get famous or something like that. I think it's annoying to always have an idea to do something about every release.
But there are also positive sides of using social media as a musician.
Every time we post something, we gain some followers, and that's a positive thing.
Some careers are getting a big boost via social media and reach in a short amount of time a new massive audience. This can be life-changing, but is this sustainable and healthy growth?
You have artists in Germany like Agu, for example. He's just got famous because of social media. That's a thing that I wouldn't like. Like this one-hit wonder. I mean, you get a lot of money, I guess, but is it worth it? I don't know.
In today's fast-paced digital world, technology is evolving extremely quickly. Innovation like deepfakes and artificial intelligence are all over the place and bring both incredible opportunities and significant risk. Pierre and Selim went to professor and journalist Benjamin Wolf, who helps us navigate into this new age of social media.
Over the last few years, the spread of misinformation has plagued the digital landscape, reshaping the way we perceive truth and reality. Now, as technology continues to evolve, so must our comprehension of the topic. Professor and journalist Benjamin Wolf gives us several guidelines and advice.
I think AI is just starting to change journalism. People have started to use it, but we are just on the surface. Journalists can tell many more stories and more in depth and in many different ways with these tools, which is awesome.
In a world where information is easily manipulated, discerning truth from fiction has never been more crucial. But amidst the chaos, there are those who strive to uphold the integrity of journalism.
The one approach that more and more media houses are taking now is that they just transparently label this picture was created with AI, with DALL-E or whatever. This text was created with the help and support of an AI tool. So I think this is a good way to go. But we have to be aware that many people, influencers who have a large following, also experts in a certain fields and so on, but also simply normal people and also journalists, they will use AI tools, and it will not, at some point, it will not even be possible anymore to always label it this specifically.
Even if you check news about politics or society on social media, you can maintain a healthy social thoughts and life.
The mechanisms in each of these tools, in each of these platforms are crucial. You need to give, be it fact checkers or the people at large or journalists, the tools, the technical tools to show the entire picture. I think that's a great way to do it. And it's basically, if you think back again, historically, it was one of the ways how humans always shared knowledge. So we're trying to find and invent new ways in the digital age, in the AI age, to make happen what humans always have done, because they fundamentally care about each other and they want to be others to be well mostly.
Next up, we tumble into Instagram subculture. Our reporters Lina and Flo met up with Tanya and Viola, two gymnastics influencers. Together with them, we discover the joys and struggles that go with sharing your passion on Instagram.
This is Tanya. She is part of an online gymnastics community. In the Gymtranet, she and her friends post self-edited videos of their tumbling skills. In these videos, Tanya performs different kinds of exercises, like flips, tucks, and aerials. Some of these accounts have thousands of followers and up to millions of views. Tanya has been doing gymnastics and been part of the community for almost 10 years.
I would say it's mostly younger people, like people in puberty or like young adults, I'd say. It's boys and girls, but the majority is girls, is what I'd say.
The tumbling community is a space for like-minded people to share their passions. Psychologist Stefanie Hefele-Hausmann explains why these internet communities are so popular with young people.
Natürlich, also bei jungen Menschen suchen Identifikation. Ja, das ist ein natürliches Bedürfnis. Ich muss herausfinden, wer ich bin.
For Tanya, the Gymtranet has been a safe space to share her memories and connect with friends. But there is also pressure to perform a certain way.
And there's also like the social media part where you want to have a lot of likes and a lot of views and a lot of followers. And I think that's kind of like two different directions. But of course you want to have the best of both ways. And that's like, of course, people who have good skills and pretty form have an easier way of getting a lot of followers and a lot of views. And so they do definitely go together.
While the tumbling community should be about gymnastics, there are also other, not so good aspects, like gossip and shitstorms, impacting the young girls negatively.
And there were like Gymtranet tea pages who were just like, their only purpose was to like post bad things about other people, and that's like a very dark and toxic side of the whole Gymtranet and tumbling community.
Es ist ja sozusagen die Phase der Pubertät und des Erwachsenwerdens, wo das ja klar ist, dass sich Selbstsicherheit auch erst entwickelt, dass man sich selbst erst definiert, ja, dass da natürlich eine besondere Vulnerabilität eigentlich da ist.
For Tanya's friend and fellow gymnast Viola, her time in the tumbling community has had its ups and downs. 3 years ago, she posted a reel with an unexpected response.
And it went viral. Like, I think it had like 4 million views and a lot of comments as well. It was also like a lot of men who sexualized like children and mostly me and the other girl that were on the video, which is probably not something you should experience when you're a child, and it's not okay.
Both girls have struggled with the negative aspects of the community. But at the end of the day, for Viola, it is still worth the effort.
A bit hard, but I think the love of sport gives you back what you have to put in. Yeah.
To sum up, we looked about positive and negative side of social media. Now your turn. Would you say that social media improves our life or worsens it? Thank you for watching us and have a good day.